We wanna smoke and drink and fool around. We're nookie bound, we're North Star CITs. Welcome, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, having reviewed or showcased rather some lobby cards in the past of Friday, mostly Friday the 13th films. It only made sense to stop on by to showcase some of these that I've had for pretty much the same time, way back in 2011. 2012, I was all depressed during the winter. We had some horrible winters right around that time. Like I think it was the 2010-2011 winter was just horrible, with just seemed like just feet and feet and feet of snow and just never-ending winter. So I did some eBaying as I sometimes used to do during a horrible long winter, to just buy some happiness, or as the guy in Psycho says, I'm not buying happiness, I'm buying off unhappiness, or whatever the hell he says. I bought off some unhappiness, or bought some happiness, some winters of the early, whatever, 2011, 2012, these kind of years on eBay over horrible Minnesota winters. So I actually got a lot of my lobby cards and posters stuff, and Friday the 13th lobby cards and posters, Meatballs lobby cards and posters back then. So having already showcased some Friday the 13th lobby cards years ago, I've been meaning to do this for years, and it didn't occur to me to do it until right now, so I'm coming your way. I've actually got a complete set of 11 by 14 lobby cards from the motion picture, one of my favorite movies by the name of Meatballs, and I'll show them to you in order. They've actually got numbers on them. First one, number 1 here, is the famous hot dog eating contest scene with the guy who'd go on to be in who'd go on to play that heavier guy in My Bloody Valentine. I didn't know that for the longest time. The mustache on him in My Bloody Valentine made him look a lot older than he was, but the heavier set guy in Meatballs is the heavier set guy from the original My Bloody Valentine, which was really cool to know. But that guy, Bill Murray, and the other guy, the two heavier set guys, stuffing their faces with hot dogs, and Bill Murray being the cheerleader of the hot dog eating contest, cheering them on, stretch that stomach. It's Weenie War. Lobby card number 2, I'm pretty sure this would possibly be from, is this the Rudy's Race, or it might be just some other part of the Olympiad towards the end of the film when they're doing their frickin' whatever Olympiad and versus Camp North Star versus Camp Mohawk, and this might be the Rudy Race, or it might just be any other part of the Olympiad. But lobby card number 2 for Meatballs is this, people cheering on Camp North Star at the Olympiad. I love you and I love me, so let's walla walla down by the mango tree. Lobby card number 3 is the famous scene where Bill Murray is wooing his, roommate, girlfriend-to-be. I guess this chick was only 19 at the time. This love interest of Bill Murray's in Meatballs. But a really cool shot of them on the canoe at the summer camp from the film Meatballs. It looks faded, but I don't think it is, because if you can look at the Meatballs, the red is really nice and red on there, so it might just be the quality of the picture. But God, I love these lobby cards. Taking a look at lobby card number 4, this is obviously the final battle between the last race, or the last event, is in the hands of Rudy the Wabbit, as he faces off against Jerkwad Asshole from Camp Mohawk. Oh, I shouldn't really swear, I guess. Well, you know what? Kids know more swear words probably than I do. So usually if I talk about a PG-rated movie, I try not to swear, but oh well. I'm sure kids could teach me some swear words. But anyway, this is the climactic end scene when Woody the Wabbit faces off against the Jerkwad from Camp... What the hell is it? What am I saying? What? Camp Mohawk. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what the hell that was. I love how the guy who's shooting off the gun plugs one of his ears because the other hand is shooting the gun, so... Oh, God. You can protect one of my ears. It's not even the side of his head that the gun's on. Lobby card number 5 shows the guys just oogling and awing the female CITs that are at the top of the the stairs here in this scene. You can't, unfortunately, that would have been a better picture to have a picture of all them hot babes on the stairs, but in lieu of that picture, we got this picture featuring the star, Bill Murray, and the other male CITs oogling and awing the chicks on the stairs, the female CITs. Lobby card number 6 shows Bill Murray giving a thumbs up and a lot of coaching support. This is the beginning of the Olympiad. This is like a basketball game. Wait, this isn't the Olympiad, I don't think. It's just a basketball game. An annual basketball game, Camp North Star versus Camp Mohawk. Obviously they lose, but they pull everyone's pants down, so it's a win in their book. But yay! The 7th lobby card is the one that I really love, and just having looked at it again closer today, I realized that the guy with the curly hair is probably laughing and his head's all ducked down. That's not a very good look for him in this picture because you can't even see him, but it's probably just, they probably just did all kinds of pictures, just snapped off a whole bunch of them, and for whatever reason this is the one they picked for the lobby cards. The guy's head happens to be down. I wonder if he saw it and went, God dang it, why'd they pick that card? But basically just a character card featuring all of the, I think, CITs, most of the main characters in the movie. God dang, when I look at these lobby cards, I'm made aware at how much I just love this movie. It's just like, oh my god, it's definitely one of my favorite movies. And for the 8th and final lobby card, we've got a very, very cool picture of just throughout the course of the movie, if you haven't seen it, or even if you have, Bill Murray kind of adopts this kid who's kind of a loner kid and kind of makes a positive difference in this kid's life, Rudy's life, as the movie goes on. And from what I understand, they shot additional scenes of them just doing stuff in Tripper's cabin. Tipper? I can't remember. You think I'd remember the name of Bill Murray character, but I think it's Tripper. Possibly something like that. They shot some additional scenes just to make the bond, or the bonding stuff between the Bill Murray character and Rudy all the more meaningful. But this is just a shot of when they went out for a morning jog and are doing some beginning of basically them doing some bonding. Yeah, you gotta love that, 35mm still camera. God dang, just the colors, contrasts. I mean, everything about this. I love his red little frickin' whatever jogging suit, and really nice, and the green leaves backlit by the sun. Really a beautiful picture, and like I say, it just reminds me of the movie and makes me want to watch it. And as an added bonus, I get like I think one of the Meatballs things on eBay way back when I got all this stuff was like a lot. I remember getting like posters for Meatballs 1, 2, and 3. I actually got 3 different posters for Meatballs 3, which is really strange. So I got a poster for Meatballs 1, 2, and 3, and 2 different kinds of posters for Meatballs 3. I don't know if this all came in a lot. It might have. Then I got the lobby cards for the first movie, and it came with some. It's not a complete set, but I don't know how many I got, we'll soon see. There's some lobby cards for Meatballs Part 2, so as instead of just doing a separate video for like part of the set of the Meatballs Part 2 lobby cards, I might as well just throw it on the end here. Just like with Meatballs, these are 11 by 14 as well, from the film Meatballs, and they've got numbers as well. I'll just do the numbers in order, but not being a big fan by any means, I don't really like this movie at all, unfortunately. Here is a lobby card from Meatballs 2. I can't tell you even who the hell this character is or anything, what's going on. Like, yeah, I want to like Meatballs 2, but I really, every time I watch it, I mean, there's really nothing for me that I can really like Meatballs 2 about. I mean, I suppose the women are attractive, but maybe that's about it. But I think that the shenanigans and stuff that goes on in the movie is just so annoying that even the women can't make up for it. If I didn't say it, this is lobby card number 1. And this is what I mean, lobby card number 2. This is probably some of the best aspects of Meatballs 2, just cute women. Like I say, this one chick, I think, in the blonde is the chick from Assault on Precinct 13 who gets blown away holding an ice cream cone as a little girl. I think it's her. It might be her. But here's lobby card number 2 from the Meatballs Part 2 lobby cards, which I can only assume, I think they generally come in sets of 8, so I can only assume that there's supposed to be 8 of these, and we'll soon see how many I have. Looks like I'm missing 3 and 4 because the next one is lobby card 5 for Meatballs part 2, in which we got some guy chasing a bus with a canoe over his head. Yeah, kind of like, you know, the hijinks of some of the stuff that happened in the first movie. Like I say, I've seen Meatballs Part 2 more than once for sure, and it's always like this forgettable, horrible experience. Like, I want to like it, but I mean, it's not made, I don't think it's made by anyone who had anything to do with the first movie, and I find the humor to be like, you know, there's all kinds of different, you know, kinds of humor, and the quote-unquote humor in this movie, for the most part, I just don't find humorous, and like, I don't know if I like anything about this movie, and like I say, the E.T. aspect, if you haven't seen it, there's like an E.T. camper, you know, kind of Rudy was the loner camper of the first movie. Well, the E.T. wannabe is like the loner in this one. Like the UFO drops off an E.T. camper, and it just, oh my god. I'm getting mad just thinking about this movie. This is a good lobby card, number 6. This is what I'm talking about. Some of the best stuff about this movie, although I think it's rated PG, so this is all you're going to see, but I mean, it's still better than seeing what the majority, you know, frickin' E.T. camper wannabe thing. It's just like, here you go, some women in towels. I guess some guys are most likely pranking them in this scene. Like I say, I've seen this movie twice or 3 times, and I can't remember. John Larroquette's in it, isn't he? I think he's like an annoying character, though. Imagine that. This movie is just full of annoying characters from what I can remember. It's just such a bummer that the second, you know, this part 2 of a movie that I thought, you know, the first one I love, and the part 2 just takes such a nosedive. Fun picture, though. I had to put this up. And then I don't have 7, and this is the 8th lobby card for Meatballs Part 2. I think this is the chick who got blasted away in Assault on Precinct 13. If it's not, then it ain't, but I think it is, ain't it? Yep, I guess this is the love interest, the love scene, I can only assume. Can't remember because my mind doesn't let me remember this movie, probably to protect my mind. Yeah, when I look at them Meatballs lobby cards from the first movie, man, it just reminds me how unbelievably much I love this movie. Definitely, you know, one of my favorite movies of all time. And what's interesting about it is some of you guys, longtime viewers, may already know this. Friday the 13th, the original from 1980, is definitely one of, if not my favorite movie of all time. I just love the atmosphere and the time it was made and came out and stuff. And what's interesting about that, you know, that movie's like a summer camp horror movie. And what's interesting about this is, like, it came out a year before in '79, I think, and it's like the other end of the spectrum. You know, it's not a summer camp horror movie; it's a summer camp like comedy family thing. And it's like both of these movies that are among my favorite movies of all time, like, come out within a year of each other. They're both summer camp, beautiful, you know, scenery, and well, Meatballs has a lot, you know, of, you know, attractive women in bikinis and bathing suits and stuff, and of course, you see like a nipple in the in Friday the 13th. Ooh, we see a nipple. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting how both of these movies came out like, you know, back-to-back years, take place in the same environment, but it's like, you know, one of them's horror, one of them's family comedy, and I think to give Meatballs, you know, more credit or whatever, from what I understand, don't quote me, but Meatballs might have been shot like during the summer, during active summer camp. So I mean, obviously it's like, unlike Friday the 13th where they, you know, started filming in the fall, and by the end of the movie and stuff you can see, you know, that evident in the leaves and things. Like, I think the thing that Meatballs got going for it, from what I understand, is it may very well be like actual summer versus like fall, you know, fall for summer or whatever, like Friday the 13th. But that's just a small, you know, you can barely tell like fall in Friday the 13th. Like, I think they filmed the frickin', you know, the lake stuff and the swimming stuff probably very early in the production or whatever. But anyway, as so often is the case, I'm just rambling and rambling and rambling. But yeah, I love me some Meatballs, that's for darn sure, and pretty much don't like any of the sequels, but I've already told you guys that if you've already watched my, what the hell did I, oh, I did I do a VHS showcasing of the original Meatballs VHS? I think I talked about it in that video. Anyway, you guys probably got other things to do today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video.